what I'm about to show you now is, this was the host who was asking people, what do they prefer? Would they prefer to have, a promiscuous daughter or have a gay son? So that's the question. You're going to see, what the results are. Well, yeah, a whore daughter. That's really what they're saying. A whore daughter or a gay son. And let's find out what people prefer. Let's watch it. Then I'll come back and talk to you.
Would you rather have a gay son or a whore daughter?
A whore daughter.
A whore daughter.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's a whore.
Would you rather have a gay son or a whore daughter?
Rather have a whoring daughter.
Why?
Because you don't know woman actually whoring, so nothing.
Nothing, regular thing.
If my son an auntie, man, well, I'm
a whole different story.
Yeah.
See what you say. Would you rather have a gay son or a whore daughter?
Me have a whore daughter.
Yeah.
Whore daughter. I know a whoring daughter.
Why?
She can curb she whoring ways.
Wow. Okay. So so this is the cringe of the day. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of you are watching it and be like, I didn't see anything cringy about that. Like, that makes sense. Well, yeah, that's what we're taught, right? We're taught to believe that. And you know what? Whenever I watch that, the reason I said this had to be a cringe of the day, because I just saw a lot of lack. Oh my God, a lack of education, or just lack of education, lack of understanding, lack of everything. Now, it's almost like those people were, they were picking the lesser, what they call the lesser, or what they think is two evils. And so the whore, your daughter being promiscuous or a whore is less worse than having a son who's gay. And I just think it's just very sad. Just how they think. It goes to show you there's no education. Because for one thing, have we remember what a prostitute consists of? Whore consists of? I think 2 weeks ago, whenever I did my show before I had my break, then I have the topic about dads and their daughters. Dads, how they fight so hard, to keep their daughters from being promiscuous. You can't date until you're 50. You can't have sex until you're 80. And all this kind of crazy stuff. But now, whenever you're pinned up against your son possibly being a homosexual or your daughter being a whore, oh, well, yeah, let her be a whore, And it's just really, really, really bad. But you know what? But now, as y'all know, when it comes to these type of topics, I always want to bring in the heavy hitters, the good example. Because some of y'all out there are like, well, okay. But now let's I'm going to bring in some scriptures from the Bible. That's right, everybody. You're bringing the Bible every now and then. People love to say, well, the Bible says. Well, since some people or those couple people rather have a whore daughter, let's see what the Bible says about it. Let's show some scripture, shall we? Okay, here we go. Proverbs chapter 23:27. A prostitute is a dangerous trap. A promiscuous woman is as dangerous as falling into a narrow well. That's what Proverbs said. Okay, what else we got? Okay, we got Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 25 says, on every street corner, you defiled your beauty, offering your body to every passerby in an endless stream of prostitution. Woo! Now they told her about herself in Ezekiel. Okay, now what else we got? What we got? Okay, here we go. Ezekiel chapter 23, verse 43. Then I said, if they really want to have sex with old, worn-out prostitutes like these, let them. And that is what they did. They had sex with a hola, or whatever her name is, them girls, and these shameless prostitutes. Okay? So that's what Ezekiel said. Now also too, we're not going to leave out what the Bible says about homosexuality. We have that as well. Here we go. Let's show those. Okay, Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13 says, if a man practices homosexuality, having sex with another man as with a woman, both men have committed a detestable act. They must both be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense. Okay. And I think we have one more about homosexuality. Okay, here we go. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22 says, "Do not practice homosexuality, having sex with another man as with a woman. It is a detestable sin. A man must." It didn't. Yeah, okay, that did not. That's on my animals and stuff. But yeah, okay. So there we go. So now, as we see, so the Bible says that it talks that bad about both. Really, sleeping with a loose woman, a prostitute, is just not it's not clean, and also a homosexual. Man sleeping with a man as he would a woman is very detestable. So now there you have it. I gave it to you in both forms. Also, too, but now getting back on the cringe video, it just proves that people do see gay as feminine. Now, let me explain that, because I'm pretty sure those people who were saying I'd rather have a whore daughter than a gay son, because I would put money on it that they're probably thinking of gay in a feminine manner. Meaning that they don't want a son that's going to be feminine and flamboyant and all this kind of stuff. Also too, that if they do go a little further and they think of the actual act of two men together, they probably discuss them too. But here's the thing about it though. A homosexual, if y'all been listening to any of my shows, can also be a masculine man. And also too, here's the thing about it now. A whore daughter, she's out there sleeping with multiple men. Okay, so she's actually doing something. To be a whore, you have to do certain acts to become a prostitute and a whore. And a homosexual son, now he doesn't actually have to be out there having sex. He can just like the same sex, but still just lives a regular life. And also, too, his mannerisms can be masculine, like a lot of these Sams. Y'all remember Sams? So there's actually Sam's a straight acting man. Now, there's a lot of parents out there now who are parents to Sams. They might not know it. Why? Because they're straight acting males. So why they're sitting there saying they would have a whore daughter than a homosexual son, that's still kind of bad, because it's like you're just throwing your daughter under the bus. Oh yeah, let her be a whore. Who cares about her? I gotta keep my son, just keep him sacred, but let her go be a whore. Are you kidding me? Wow. Now, with that being said, there's no understanding around. Like I said, they'll sacrifice their daughter. Now, I'm about to read you something from Judges. Okay, now I'm about to read you something from Judges on how back in the day, the Bible days, how they would protect a man from homosexuality and just throw the woman to the wolves. I'm gonna show you something from Judges right quick. Judges, okay. Now I'm about to blow this up on my end because that's kind of small. But hold on, everybody. Y'all just wait a minute. I'm gonna blow it up on my end. Here we go. Okay. Now, what this says right here, because you all may cannot see it as well. It says, I'm gonna read all of it, so y'all just sit back and sit tight, because y'all have to hear this to believe it. Now, it's gonna tell you about this story. So it says, that evening, an old man came home from his work in the fields. He was from also this is Judges 19 verse 16. Okay, he was from the hill country of Ephraim, but he was living in Gibeah. I don't know these words. Anyway, where the people were from the tribe of Benjamin. When he saw the travelers sitting in the town square, he asked them where they were from and where they were going. Okay, verse 18. We have been in Bethlehem in Judah, the man replied. We are on our way to a remote area in the hill country of Ephraim, which is my home. I traveled to Bethlehem and now I'm returning home. But no one has taken us in for the night. Even though we have everything we need, we have straw and feed for our donkeys and plenty of bread and wine for ourselves. So that's not the backstory. Okay, then he says, you are welcome to stay with me. The old man said, I will give you anything you might need, but whatever you do, don't spend the night in the square. So he took them home with him and fed the donkeys. After they washed their feet, they ate and drank together. Okay, now going on to verse 22. While they were enjoying themselves, a crowd of troublemakers from the town surrounded the house. They began beating at the door and shouting to the old man, "Bring out the man who is who is staying with you so we can have sex with him. Now, that's it. This here will be the pap and pour if I had something. Now, I'm for y'all to hear this. Did y'all hear what I just said? Now, there was an angry mob who knew that this man was staying with this man. And he said, and they said, bring out the man who is staying with you so we can have sex with him. Okay. Now, remember, this is back in the Bible days. Keep that in mind. Verse 22, the old man stepped outside to talk to them. No, my brothers, don't do such an evil thing, for this man is a guest in my home, and such a thing would be shameful. Here, take listen, y'all gonna love this. Now, he just said, don't do these things to this man, my guest. It would be shameful. It would be horrible. You hear me? But he said, here, take my virgin daughter and this man's concubine. I will bring them out to you, and you can abuse them and do whatever you like. But don't do such a shameful thing to this man. Now, listen, this is not a pap, but it should have been. Now I think about it. I need for y'all to listen to what I'm saying. I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying. So y'all think I'm crazy. Now, this is from the Bible. People, I know some people who say, oh, well, no, if it's, read from the Bible. Get it from the script. Look how his daughter and that man's concubine are nothing. But we must save that man. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Yeah, let me say what. Now, remember the old man said you can abuse them. Abuse them. Yeah, they're nothing, right? Abuse them. Do whatever you like. Just don't hurt this man. Okay, verse 25. But they wouldn't listen to him. So the Levite took hold of his concubine and pushed her out the door. The men of the town listen to the men of the town abused her all night, taking. I can believe this is the Bible. It's kind of graphic, but I'm gonna read it. It's the Bible. It says they abused her all night, taking turns raping her until morning. Finally, at dawn, they let her go. At daybreak, the woman returned to the house where her husband was staying. She collapsed at the door of the house and lay there until it was light. When her husband opened the door to leave, there they lay, his concubine with her hands on the threshold. He said, "Get up, let's go." And he's like, "Get up, let's go." Does he not know what she just went through all night long with a mob? Not one, not two, not three, but a mob of men. Okay. And then her husband said, "Get up, let's go." She got, what are you doing? Let's go. But there was no answer. So he put her body on his donkey and took her home. Anyway, when he got home, he took a knife and cut his concubine's body into 12 pieces, then sent one piece to each of the tribe throughout all the territory of Israel. Now, if y'all don't believe me, here it is right here. Like I said, Judges 19, chapter 19, verses 16 to 29. Now, do you see what I'm saying? So go back to this cod. Would you have a whore daughter or a gay son? And they would have a whore daughter. Yeah. And see how this man, he protected the man. Oh, don't do this to this man. Oh, it would just be so shameful. But he kicked his wife out and his daughter and the concubine and let them. Okay. So I guess women aren't really that important. Well, they're I guess not back in the Bible days, no way. But even today, like I said, what makes one better than the other? You're trying to save. You don't. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. So there is no understanding. It's like just sacrifice women. Oh no, take these women, do whatever you want with them. It's okay. I mean, the woman died. Did y'all not hear that story? The woman, I don't know how she did it, but she crawled back to the house and she only made it to the threshold. She couldn't even make it inside the house. She made it to the threshold and she died. And then her husband just said, "Well, get up. Like, what are you doing? Get up. Let's go." Like, he doesn't even care what happened to her. And a lot of people don't. But as you see, they were to have a whore daughter. They made that woman into every name you can call her. But it's okay as long as that man was safe. Neither one of them couldn't be safe. get rid of the daughter. Okay, the house or concubine, whoever she was. All right. Now, and so that goes. So that reminds me of whenever I say, remember, well, I don't know if you remember, but I said something once before that I said you can have five different things. You can have a thief, you have a liar, a rapist, a killer, and a homosexual. And you can, and just like how they did in that video, you can ask people, out of these 5 things, what would you prefer your son to be? I said a thief, a liar, a rapist, a killer, or a homosexual. Or what is the one thing you wouldn't want him to be? And I bet you they'll all say homosexual. See what I'm saying? Over a killer. They'll deal with the killer. Yeah, people deal with people who kill all the time and rape. Yeah, they go, they bail them out of jail. Oh, that was wrong. You should never did that. But they only deal with it. But when it goes to a homosexual, I don't understand it. So they go to show you that it's the lack of education where you rather deal with a killer who take people's lives than to deal with someone who might like the same sex. I mean, like I said, y'all giving Trump too much energy. Y'all giving homosexuality too much energy. I mean, these people, they like the same sex. What's the big deal? But you rather have a killer laying in your house and he don't kill and slaughter people. Okay. Now, I know now this is a longer COD, but bro, I'm about to end it with this right here. Now, being on the Bible, a lot of people say, oh, well, the Bible says it's wrong. The Bible says it's wrong. The Bible says it's wrong. And then you're right. The Bible does say it wrong. So you're very true about that. I'm not even saying about that. But also, too, the Bible says a lot about prostitution. And as you know, I'm not going to name platforms. I don't want to shame anybody. But as you know, there's a lot of different things that people do which would be considered prostitution of today's time. I'm not going to name no platforms or any type of work, but, it's out there. So let's see what the Bible has to say about homosexuality versus prostitution. Now, let's see, can we do homosexuality first if we're able to do it? Homosexuality first. How many times the Bible talks about? Oh, that's no, the other one. Here we go. Now this is a screen recorder. Let's see how many times homosexuality is mentioned in the Bible. Let's go. Oh, look. Okay, it's trying to scroll. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, I see 4 times that the Bible mentions homosexuality. Now, but the point is, it's still in the Bible, right? And the Bible says it's wrong. So I'm not saying anything about that. It is still in the Bible. But now let's see how many times the Bible mentions prostitution in the Bible. Let's hit that. Oh, it's still scrolling? Oh, okay. Oh my God. Wait, it cannot be still scrolling. Oh, okay. Oh. No, wait a minute now. I'm gonna take a nap. Can I wake up now? Oh, okay. Okay, it's over. Okay, so now listen, they're both in the Bible, right? But just to be exact, because a lot of people won't even think of this. I'm just saying, listen, think of today's time. A lot of people like loose women, and like I said, I'm not gonna talk about the platforms that you can find loose women at, because I'm not trying to shame anybody. But people always say, oh, the Bible says this, oh, the Bible says this, oh, the Bible says this. Well, the Bible also says that prostitution, what you just saw, that was prostitution listed in the Bible 100 times. Yeah, it was listed 100 times. And prostitution is listed in 20, and of those 100 times, it's listed in 22 books of the Bible. Okay, right. Now, homosexuality, which you can also go back and check you can fact check all this I'm saying yourself. Homosexuality was listed in the Bible those 4 times, as you saw, and within those 4 times, it was listed only in 3 books of the Bible. But now it's still in the Bible, so it's not saying that God doesn't detest it, as it said, but I'm just saying But homosexuality versus prostitution is in there 100 times and 22 books in the Bible. But as you see, as the few people that we saw in the video, people would rather have a whore daughter. And that is your cringe of the day.